hot take, but can boys stop responding so fast, please? It's such an ick to me.
Okay, boys, write this down. It's icky to reply too fast.
Are they a slow texter or are they just not that into you?
Oh, wait. Okay, no, do reply faster or else they'll think you're not into her. My bad.
Here's a PSA for all the single ladies. If a guy texts you back right away, or if he's messaging you nonstop all day, probably seems really flattering, right? But it's not. It means he has nothing else better to do.
Wait, shit. Okay, don't reply. They hate it. Okay, wait. Do reply as fast as you can.
Girl brain is if you text him and he texts you back right away, ick.
Maybe don't respond that fast.
Look, I'm showing y'all that video to basically say a lot of women, or really people in general, but this video is about women, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do both versions. A lot of women do not have inner clarity. So no matter what you would do, they will not be happy. So don't try to satisfy them, you feel what I'm saying? Because they're gonna tell you one thing, and then they're gonna tell you another, which contradicts it. They're gonna tell you another thing, which contradicts the last thing they said. They're gonna tell you another thing, which they're gonna constantly contradict themselves. So if you're listening to these type of women who don't have this inner clarity, they're gonna constantly have you doing things that's not gonna satisfy them, and they're gonna blame you for it, and they're never gonna be happy, you feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, don't move to satisfy them. Do what you feel like doing regardless, and if it's meant, you'll align with them, and if not, they're not. Because let's be honest, most people in this world do not have inner clarity, so they're gonna constantly contradict themselves, especially women. These regular women, they aren't healed. They haven't done certain internal work in order to be this pinnacle woman that we know exists, you feel what I'm saying? So they don't know how to deal with their emotions. They don't know how to deal with their thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? They have no inner clarity. They don't know what they want. A lot of times what they want is based off something they see external. Like a lot of women just watched that video that I just showed y'all and they agreed with everything, and then now they're confused because they don't know. You feel what I'm saying? Their mind telling them one thing, their ego telling them one thing, their feeling telling them one thing, and their heart telling them something all completely different. But they're going to listen to the strongest impulses, which a lot of times is going to be ego and emotion. You feel what I'm saying? And they're going to override their mind because they're not going to fully think. And they're going to override their heart because it's a subtle impulse, you feel what I'm saying? And it doesn't align with their ego or their emotions, you feel what I'm saying? So they have no inner clarity. So depending on how she's feeling in the moment is what she's going to say. These are not the women you really want to talk to. But if you are, 222, make sure you're doing you. You're doing what you need to do, you feel what I'm saying? Do not let these women tell you a whole bunch of things in your ear because they're going to have you doing a bunch of things that's not even going to satisfy them. Have you running around, they're going to blame it on you for the reason they're not satisfied, you feel what I'm saying? And it's still going to fall back on you. And that's what people in general, they don't have clarity. So they're going to say one thing to you and expect you to live by that, which is not going to satisfy them. They're going to say something else which contradicts the first thing they said, you feel what I'm saying? And have you moving back and forth, and you're going to realize at some point you done did all this and you listen to everything that people say and they're still not satisfied and still judging you and still chastising you like you're the problem. You're not the problem. These people don't know what they want, you feel what I'm saying? They have not healed. They do not have inner clarity. They are not stable. They are not emotionally mature, you feel what I'm saying? Mature. They don't know how to deal with themselves internally, so they're going to put you through all these loops, you feel what I'm saying? So just focus on yourself and do what you got to do. If you're in a relationship with somebody, do what you naturally feel pulled to do. And if it works out, that's the person you're supposed to be with. I love y'all. She got some more truth, love, rather, peace, and wholeness. The truth is so they righteous.